The country is run by an oligarch who made his money in Moscow in the 1990s in the chaos of the sort of Yeltsin years, and his private wealth is equivalent to 40% of Georgia's national wealth. I mean, it's just astonishing. In relative terms, it makes Elon Musk look like an amateur. This guy's wealth is equivalent to 40% of Georgia's wealth. And he has bought up every single state institution. So when somebody gets roughed up and then they get brought before the courts, the judges are all in the pockets of this oligarch. And when the defendant says, I wasn't doing anything, I was peacefully protesting, look, you can see on my face I've got all these bruises, and the judge will say that's not relevant to the court case. And then they will have policemen come in and say, yeah, this guy was throwing bottles at us. And the policeman wasn't even there. I mean, they are just making things up. And it is very chilling.
Okay,
It's
Alex,
very chilling.
what can be done then? What can be done? You're here, you're speaking about it, bearing witness to it, spreading the word about it. What's needed there? What do they need?
So there are two big things. I mean, this is something that Biden can do. We don't have a huge lot at stake in Georgia. We can put sanctions on the leadership there. We're not going to lose some massive contract or some vital strategic gateway somewhere. The costs of action are fairly low. We need to put sanctions on the leaders to dispel the myth that the West is afraid to act, that we're not serious about our democratic values, and that this oligarch, Ivanishvili, who believes he's untouchable, he is not untouchable. The other reason it matters is because the regime is pinning their hopes on Donald Trump not caring, that when Donald Trump comes to power, they will get away with it. And Donald Trump doesn't care about Russia, doesn't care about human rights and democracy. And the regime is making a mistake, actually. There are a lot of Republican members of Congress who care a lot about Georgia, arguably, I would say, more than Democrats. And this country, under the current government, has also started signing deals with China and has developed very close relationships with Iran. Donald Trump is not a fan of China and is not a fan of Iran. But we need to send a signal that there is bipartisan consensus, that we don't support the trajectory of this government.